Circle this date on your calendar. Jonathan Cahn has identified a prophetic convergence in 2025 that will act as a point of no return for America. In his extensive research into the prophetic patterns that connect ancient Israel with modern America, Jonathan Cahn has often pointed to specific years as moments of critical importance, years that align with the 7-year Shemitah cycle and have corresponded with major events and market crashes. But his warning for 2025 is different. He describes it not just as another turn of the cycle, but as a potential great convergence, a year in which multiple ancient mysteries and prophetic timetables are set to intersect. This convergence, he warns, could trigger a national event so significant that it will permanently alter the course of the nation and the world. It is a prophetic deadline, a point of no return that has been hidden in the biblical calendar for millennia. The stakes are not just another economic downturn, but a potential national shaking of unprecedented proportions. To understand the gravity of 2025, we must first grasp the concept of the Jubilee cycle. According to the Old Testament, the Jubilee was a sacred 50-year cycle, culminating in a year of release, restoration, and return. It was calculated as 7 Shemitah cycles, 7 times 7 years, followed by the 50th year. Cahn's research has led him to believe that these Jubilee cycles are still active in God's prophetic timeline. He has identified what he believes to be a stunning pattern of 50-year Jubilee cycles that have marked pivotal moments in world history, particularly in relation to Israel and the unfolding of end-time events. The sound of ancient gears clicking into place, a cosmic clockwork mechanism designed long ago, is beginning to whir with alarming speed. Cahn traces this modern Jubilee pattern back to a key event, the Balfour Declaration in 1917, when Great Britain first declared its intent to establish a national home for the Jewish people. 50 years later, in 1907, during the Six-Day War, Israel recaptured Jerusalem, a monumental event of prophetic significance. Cahn notes that this 50-year interval perfectly aligns with the Jubilee cycle. The next Jubilee cycle, counting 50 years from the recapture of Jerusalem in 1967, began in 2017. This period, from 2017 to the present, he argues, has been one of intense global upheaval and shaking, consistent with a Jubilee period that forces a reckoning. But the mystery deepens. The Shemitah cycle, the 7-year biblical Sabbath for the land, is also in play. The last Shemitah year ended in the fall of 2022. The next Shemitah year is set to begin in the fall of 2028 and end in the fall of 2029. However, the year 2025 holds a unique position within this timeline. Cahn connects it to another ancient mystery he calls the Josiah Manifesto. King Josiah was the last righteous king of Judah before its destruction by Babylon. Just before the end, a lost book of the law was discovered in the temple, leading to a great national repentance and a temporary stay of judgment. Cahn sees a parallel in America, a nation given a window of opportunity, a final chance to turn back to the foundations upon which it was built. The year 2025, in this prophetic paradigm, represents the climax of this decision period. It is the year where the nation's response to this final call will be measured. Will it be a Josiah moment of repentance and revival, or will it be a final act of defiance that seals its fate? It is a tipping point, a spiritual fulcrum upon which the nation's future rests. You can feel the weight of a nation's destiny resting on a single point in time, a moment of profound and irreversible choice. This brings us to the convergence. The year 2025 is when these timelines intersect. It falls within the critical years of the modern Jubilee cycle that began in 2017. It represents the potential decision point in the Josiah Manifesto pattern, and it aligns with Cahn's warnings about intensifying national and global shakings. He posits that this convergence could manifest as a major event, a severe economic collapse, a significant geopolitical crisis, or a cultural moment that forces a national identity crisis. It will be an event that changes everything, fundamentally altering the trajectory of the nation. The specific nature of the event is not the focus of the warning. The focus is on the spiritual reality behind it. The event will be a consequence of the nation's spiritual choices. It will be a stripping away of blessings and protections that have long been taken for granted. So what is the prophetic purpose of this 2025 convergence? It is to force a choice. For Cahn, the core of all prophecy is not about fatalism, but about a call to decision. The warnings are given so that they might be averted through repentance. The 2025 convergence is a divine ultimatum. It is a signpost that says, the time for choosing is now. The message is a call for believers to recognize the lateness of the hour and to act. It is a summons to prayer and intercession for the nation, and a call to personal holiness and preparation for the turbulent times ahead. It is a warning to not be complacent, to not assume that things will continue as they always have. The patterns are clear, the timelines are converging, and a moment of great significance is approaching. The year 2025, according to Jonathan Cahn, is not just another year on the calendar. It is a prophetic appointment. It is a year where the ancient mysteries of the Bible are scheduled to intersect with modern reality in a powerful and undeniable way. What happens in that year, and in the years immediately following, will be a direct reflection of the spiritual path the nation has chosen to walk. The clock is ticking, and a point of no return is on the horizon. If this analysis of prophetic timelines is critical for your understanding of the days we are living in, then subscribe to our channel. The signs are appearing faster than ever, and we are committed to bringing you the clarity you need to be prepared.